Please note that this content is for adults only. Viewer discretion advised. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe, like, and share. Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream with me, Grizzly. This is Grizzly True Crime, and today I'm going to read this Robeson County Sheriff's Office update with you. They said that they're going to do a media release, not a press conference, and that they will update everyone on their findings after the medical examiner ruled that Mica Acacia, also known as Mica Miller, died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So we're going to look at that together. I just saw this, just came out, now it says 19 minutes ago. If I refresh, it says 32 minutes ago. So we're going to, wow, they've even got pictures and everything. We're going to be reading this together in a moment. You can see Mica here. They've got surveillance footage and all sorts of things. All right, are we ready? Please like and share. You can use the hashtag #JusticeForMica. Welcome to all my moderators. Thank you so much for everything you do. Patrons, members, subscribers, anyone new that's here, any family or friends of Mica. This is a terrible loss. And as I was saying on X and on my community tab, I hope and I wonder if her family will sue the pastor man for a wrongful death, because I think he contributed to her deteriorating mental health, in my opinion. Don't you think there should be some accountability from his side or no? Anyway, let me know what you think. And of course, I know many people are also saying this is BS, they don't buy this outcome, all of that. I think there's a lot to think about. Let's hear what the Robeson County Sheriff's Office says, and then I want to hear what you say. NH Girl says, did you hear the 911 call? I did not hear the 911 call. Is it out there? I'm scared to. I'm very scared to, okay? Let me quickly say Mica Miller 911 call. I just quickly want to see. Stand by. There's a dispatch call. I don't see a 911 call. Oh, I could see it. I see it. Oh no. I didn't hear it. Is it bad? Let me know. Is it bad? Is it something I could listen to or not? Okay, I'm actually going to send this quickly to someone just to verify. Here we go. Okay. Stand by. So, media release Tuesday, May 7th of 2024. Buckle up, everyone. This case is so heavy. It's so sad. Oh my word. Thank you for being here with me. Here we go. Okay, death investigation that has tugged on the hearts of people across the nation has been ruled a suicide. The decision was based on surveillance footage, interviews, physical evidence, and the examination of the North Carolina Medical Examiner's Office. On Saturday, April 27th, at approximately 2:54 p.m., Robeson County E911 Communications Center received a 911 call from a female. The caller asked the dispatcher if her phone could be located because she was going to kill herself and wanted her family to be able to find her body. That's very hard for me to still process, right? It's very unusual in the scenario. During the conversation with the dispatcher, the caller hung up the phone and the dispatcher was unable to contact the caller. The dispatcher was able to find the location of the caller and dispatched a deputy to the location. The deputies contacted the Lumber River State Park superintendent upon their arrival at Lumber River State Park in Orem, North Carolina. The deputies and state park rangers conducted a search of the area for the victim. The search was aided by a Robeson County Sheriff's Office drone. During the investigation, a black Honda Accord with a South Carolina registration was located in the parking lot at the state park. The investigators confirmed that the vehicle belonged to Mica Miller, 30, of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 30 years old. Oh no, it's just like, and she just turned 30. Wow. Okay, yeah, Brian W., you said it. Yes, you said, I think this hits close to home for a lot of us. Okay, so investigators located a Sig Sauer gun case in the passenger seat of the vehicle and a box of ammunition in the center console of the vehicle. Investigators also found a receipt for the Sig Sauer handgun from a pawn shop All right. And a receipt from a convenience store in the vehicle. Both receipts were dated for the same day of Miller's death, April 27th of 2024. Oh, my word. The same day. So they're saying on the same day she went to go buy this gun? Wow. Okay. During the search of the park for the 911 caller, investigators were approached by an individual who had found a bag near the water edge with an identification belonging to Miller. The individual stated that he heard someone crying and a gunshot while he was fishing. That's that guy, Johnny. What's his name? Johnny Jones or something. Do you guys remember that guy? Yeah, we looked at a comment of his and I was like, where's this from? Like, what does it mean? So, I see it on the Justice for Mica group as well. All right. So, if I find that again now, I will read it to you. Okay, I did find it. Just hold on. I found one part of it. Anyway, I'm going to look for it and then we can read what he said. We read some of it before. So they said, shame, man, the poor guy. He said he was basically on the water fishing. He heard someone like crying. Then he heard a gunshot. Then he heard no more crying. And then he went to the water's edge and found someone's, I think he said wallet, glasses, and purse. And he's like, and cell phone, wasn't it? I think cell phone. And then he's like, what? And I don't think he saw her at that moment. I'm not too sure. Anyway, so they said, right, he was fishing. Law enforcement continued the search and E911 received a call from an individual who stated that a body was located in the water. Law enforcement responded to the location and contacted the North Carolina Medical Examiner's Office upon locating the deceased. The victim was identified as Mica Miller. In the water. A Sig Sauer 9mm handgun was located in the water at the crime scene during the search of the area. The serial number on the weapon matched the gun box that was found in Miller's Honda Accord. During the investigation, Miller's phone and other personal belongings were located. A search of Miller's phone revealed that she conducted a Google search for national parks near me, and the Lumber River State Park location was provided. The investigation also revealed that Miller and her estranged husband, John Paul Miller, had been separated and were involved in the legal system. This information led to the investigators confirming the whereabouts of Miller and a female that he is allegedly romantically involved with. Investigators were able to confirm that both individuals were not in North Carolina on the night before and the day of Miller's death. Investigators learned through interviews that John Paul Miller was at an athletic event in Charleston on the day of Mica Miller's death. John Miller's vehicle was observed traveling on Highway 17 bypass in Horry County at 2:22 p.m. on April 27th of 2024. The investigation confirmed that John Miller was accompanied while traveling to and from the event in Charleston, South Carolina. Investigators conducted several interviews and developed a timeline of events in relation to Miller's death on April, got the date wrong, people, 27th? They wrote 24th, 27th of 2024, 11 a.m. Miller was observed on her Ring camera arriving at residence on Margarita Drive, Myrtle Beach. 11 a.m. Okay. 11:38 a.m. Miller was observed on her Ring camera leaving her residence. 12:12 p.m. Miller is observed on store surveillance walking into Dick's Pawn Shop, which is located at 1852 Mr. Joe White Avenue, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 12:13 p.m. Miller is observed at the register and initiates the purchase of a weapon. 12:34 p.m. Miller is observed leaving Dick's Pawn Shop after purchasing a weapon and ammunition. 1:06 p.m. I just want to see the time there. Okay. 1:06 p.m. Miller's black Honda Accord is observed traveling on Highway 501 near 4 Mile Road, Conway, South Carolina. 1:27 p.m. Miller's black Honda Accord is observed arriving at 41 Grocery and Grill, which is located at 41 South Carolina, or SC41 Mullins, South Carolina. 1:35 p.m. Miller is observed leaving the store after purchasing a drink and gas. So I was like, I told you, it's got Debbie Collier vibes. Like Debbie Collier, that case, on my word, like go buy a burger, go shopping a bit and everything. And then it's like, oh, they like suicide. I'm like, what? It's like, so, okay, we're going to get a drink and gas. Right? Okay, 2:54 p.m. Miller called Robeson County from Lumber River State Park. So now we know the time. The Lumber River State Park is 32.7 miles, 41 minutes from 41 Grocery Store and Grill in Mullins via South Carolina 9 North. 911 call included below. First, let me say on behalf of the Robeson County Sheriff's Office that our sincere condolences are being sent to the family and friends of Mica Miller, says Sheriff Bernice Wilkins. This incident has garnered much attention from across the Carolinas and beyond. I want to assure everyone that a very methodical investigation was conducted by our criminal investigations team and crime scene investigative team. Unfortunately, rumors and conspiracy theories were spreading quickly and assumptions were being made. However, in the end, we must make decisions based on facts and evidence that has been gathered. While I know it's not what many people wanted to hear, the evidence is quite clear and compelling, and we are saddened as anyone that this occurred. There are many factors that we have reviewed that occurred over an extended period of time that are probably related to the reason for this investigation. But in the end, sadly, a tragic decision was made by Mica that ended her life. Oh my goodness, let me quickly just see. Okay. So, let's see. I just want to see, did they include it here? Where is it? They say include it below. I'm just careful to click on it, but apparently we can listen to the call. I just want to see the pictures. Is this now the picture of Horry County? This is the pastor's vehicle, right? That's his truck. So they're showing where he was. Shame, man. Why is the picture so small? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Stand by. Let's try to zoom in here. I hope they update. Hey, Robeson County Sheriff's Office, if you're watching, I hope they correct that typo with it. We all make typos, especially me. I make a lot of typos. Not proud of it, okay? But every presentation has to have a typo. And there they said April 24th, and it was April 27th, the date that she died, right? Donald Payne said they should go after him for being the only contributing factor. I'm also going to show you a letter, an email that he supposedly wrote to her before she took her own life. If you didn't see it on my community tab, prepare to be very, very upset. Shame, man. She's smiling here and everything. Oh, my word. Okay, so there she is as well in her vehicle. Man, this is sad. This is very sad. Did any of you see my YouTube short that I made just before this live stream or no? If not, I'll show you that as well. Okay. And there she's driving. Oh no, this is so eerie and so scary. And so sad. Here she is leaving. Like, what happened that morning? What happened? Her friend said she was all excited on Friday night to be like making plans, like see you on church on Sunday. She was booking haircuts and everything, right? Simone Miller said this is abuse leading to murder in slow motion. Yes, that's what Laura Richards called it, right? Even if JP and enablers are not physically responsible, they are accountable for beautiful Mica's death, in my opinion. I agree with your opinion. It is murder in slow motion, so even if he didn't pull the trigger, well, in my opinion, he killed her spirit. He killed her soul. You know what I mean? Wow. Okay. So this is her leaving her apartment, I assume. And there she is at Dick's Outlet. Dropped pin, Southport from my location, Dick's Pawn Store. Is that her phone? I think so. Yeah, search maps. And it said airplane mode is on. Okay. Then they circle this over here and her over here. Here's the 911 call. So, whoa. I've never heard this, okay? So this is my first time too, okay? I'm going to put the sound on. I have checked with my manager that it's okay to play, and it is. So I'm going to play it for us. Here we go. If you haven't heard it before, that it's your first time with me as well. Okay, let's go back to the beginning.
Robeson County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, are you able to trace the location of my phone?
Let me see. You don't know where you're at?
A national park.
What's the phone number you're calling me from?
843-655-5242.
Where's the park located at?
In Bear Bluff.
Let's see.
I have my location on, I think, on my phone. Find my phone is on. I just did my my location.
Okay, I'm showing, hold on one second.
It's another minute or so.
I don't think you are in Robeson County. Are you at the Lumber River State Park?
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. Tell me what's happened.
I'm about to kill myself, and I just want my family to know where to find me.
Okay, ma'am. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Let me make sure I got the exact location where you're at, okay? Just 1 minute.
And that was the whole call. Oh my. And she's smiling in all these pictures. It's this case, it's very difficult. Like, what is happening? So much to process.
Robeson County.
Okay, I just want to show you something quickly. Thank you for listening to that with me. Okay. Yeah. Beach Bum says, Beach Bum, CAG, CAG. This is unbelievable. This is, I don't even know. I don't even have words for it. My goodness. So let's quickly just pull this over here. This was the Robeson County. Yes, what is this now? Oh, yeah, this one. Oh my, prepare to be very upset. And I don't know where this is coming from. There's a reporter that posted this, and apparently it's an email that J.P. Miller, the pastor, her estranged husband, sent to her. I think they said it was in March, okay? And I don't know. This is just like, what? A lot of crap. It makes me so angry. I don't know, like, to me, it seems almost like it's like, see, yeah, she killed herself, and now I'm going to show you this email that I sent her. But the email is not doing him any favors, you know what I mean? Yeah, Pernille says bear hugs all around. Definitely. I hope that you're all okay. This is devastating. Okay, so the pastor, J.P. Miller, whose girlfriend seems to be just hanging out at his house right now. They're just carrying on, you know, just like, oh, well, she was crazy. Like, what? Oh, okay, don't get me started. He said, hey, Mica. I hope you're doing well. I'm ready to be done and move on and heal. And find a first lady who won't treat me the way you are. Let me just read it one time in full before I comment. I really hope you do great things. I was willing to do anything. I even had the amazing desire to have kids since you're not on meds. And I want to apologize for the flowers and fruit. It was already paid for to last until your birthday. Feel free to give it all away. I sent that to you before I found out all the things that I have recently found out about you and what you've done. And you disgust me. So please, let's meet soon and be divorced and let this nightmare be over for me. I'm enjoying all the Africa missions, and Pastor Jumba and all the pastors' wives are so excited for what we're doing. We expect 120 kids our first semester. I have about 10 to 12 people going this time, including Kristen and Tom Winslow and Becca and Jonathan, etc. And I need to move on ASAP. I need a woman who'll respect me and love me and be worthy of all that being a first lady's about. Have you ever in your life seen anything more infuriating? This predator guy, this groomer, the guy that's got like 1 million girlfriends. I don't even know why his current girlfriend doesn't see right through him. There are so many women coming forward now. There's exes. There's a lady that says when she was 14, he was 19 and he was grooming her while he was dating his first wife. Then there's others coming forward that while like recently, at a restaurant, he'd left his number. The lady contacted him and it's all on this Facebook group, Justice for Mica, right? And this lady had contacted him to say, hey, let's see what this guy's all about. And she asked, tell me what you do. And he's like, well, I'm a pastor, and bragging about what he does. And then he said he's going to be newly divorced soon because his wife, has bipolar and schizophrenia. And so he just tells the whole world all her vulnerable information. It's sickening. And on top of that, he's asking for nudes. He's asking for bikini pics. He's just filthy. Color said, I'm a full-term Grizzly. Terrible timing, but here I am. Also, I think someone forced her to do this. Did she check her location to see if it's trackable? Interesting. Color, thank you for being here for 9 months. Can you believe this? Oh, my word. It just makes me so mad. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you was, I could snark all day about this. I also want to say, there's something so soul-crushing when an abuser, and I'm sure some of you have been through this, looks at you and says, you disgust me. There's like nothing worse than that feeling, when someone so sickening, such a monster says, you disgust me to the victim. Number one. Number two, when he said here, he talks about Africa. I'm enjoying all the Africa missions. That's her dream. That's her thing. So he's like, I'm enjoying all the Africa missions. And then he mentions, basically, it sounds like all her favorite people and all the kids and everything. Oh my goodness. So, okay, let's go here quickly. I wanted to show you this. This is a clip of Mica Miller. If you've been following the case with me, you'll know all about the case. Check it out over here if you want to catch up. But just check out this clip. It's very sad.
I was in a battle in my mind.
Nilikuwa katika vita katika akili zangu.
And it was so bad.
Na ilikuwa ni vibaya sana.
I tried to kill myself.
Nikajaribu hata jitoe uhai.
I put a gun to my head.
Ya kwamba nikachukua bunduki nikaiweka kwenye kichwa changu.
And I pulled the trigger.
Nami nikaanza kubonyeza ili ya kwamba nijiue.
And the bullet got caught in the gun.
Lakini ya kwamba hiyo bunduki, risasi ikashikwa kwenye bunduki.
And that was God.
This was apparently from one of her trips in Kenya, so I'm not too sure if it's from last fall. Okay, so I just want to show you that. Yeah, double G time. Just in case you've never seen it, it doesn't have to mean anything necessarily, unless it would add to that she may have wanted to do this before. Man, Mooney said this pastor should be held accountable. You disgust me, JP. And if you guys follow me on X, someone said yesterday, you're wild on XG, because I'm a little bit more outspoken over there. Meaning I really get snarky on X, okay? I just can't. With this freaking pastor, I will never. You know when people want to now scold you like, you were wrong, Gisela. I never called him a killer. I never did. Called him a piece of shit, asshole, scumbag. I'll continue to. I don't regret it at all. And I hope he's held accountable in some way. Katsy, thanks for being a member for 4 months. So here someone said, do we know who actually found Mica? People on this group are saying, interesting, that she was found in the water. Okay. Yeah, Georgie says, Susie Skinner, the new girlfriend, better pay attention. Yeah, pay attention. And there's lots of receipts coming out from other ladies. He's busy cheating on her too. Can she not see it? Forrest Nelson, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Melissa Love True Crime says, I love Snarky G on X. I'm sure there's Grizzlies that go there and like, whoa. Because I'm like all out on there. Okay. So someone said, yeah, this is from the man who heard someone crying and found her belongings in the woods. He said, I got to the back of the lake. I heard a faint crying, not loud. You're wondering, could I see anyone? I couldn't because the trees were blocking my view. But I really feel now that she could see me. So I just kept fishing. Then maybe 2 minutes, I heard a gunshot. I said, OMG, no, Lord, don't let it be. So there was just enough water going through the woods to where I could float my boat through. As I was looking, I saw a little tote pack and cell phone and glasses. So there we go, tote pack, cell phone, and glasses were out of the bag. So I picked up her belongings and walked around to see if I could see anything. It's a little odd too. You know, this case, there's obviously a lot of oddities. There's a lot to think about. And I actually kind of hope they get a second opinion just in case, just to make sure. Because the timing of that protective order, the divorce papers being served on April 25th and on the 27th, under these bizarre circumstances, she takes her own life. Now, of course, if she was suffering from schizophrenia and bipolar disorder and struggling with mental health and all of that in a combination, and then she's also got this freaking JP absolutely destroying her, you just never know what someone can decide to do. Maybe she decides, you know what? I can't escape this guy. I can't escape him. This is the only way out, and that's it. But it's a little bizarre. There's so many red flags. The way that he announced it before the medical examiner even said that it's a suicide, weird. Unless law enforcement said, look, man, we got a 911 call. We went there. You know everything they showed us today? They probably showed him that already or told him about that on Saturday. It was just amazing how already on the Sunday after the sermon and the way he delivered it, oh, that'll never stop being weird. Heartless. So anyway, this person said that they saw this tote pack and cell phone and glasses were out of the bag. So I picked up her belongings, walked around to see if I could see anything. I didn't, and I got real nervous. Put belongings in boat, went to landing, loaded my boat up. As I was leaving, I saw that the laws was there, told them what happened. That's when I found out what happened. I've reached out to the family and they are getting done so wrong. I just can't believe it. But people, this is so sad and wrong. I'm not condemning anyone, but I will say this. God knows all. More investigating needs to happen. I regret not checking on her. You'll say, pray for me. Pray that family gets some answers in peace. Rest in peace, beautiful young soul. I think there was another... Where's this other comment, though? I think there was another little bit to that, though. Or another follow-up or something. Is it this? Nope, that's not it. That's from the Robeson County Sheriff's Office. He later said that he wasn't saying that the pastor is responsible. Let's just see if we could see it here. Is it here somewhere? This one. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. Okay, this is the follow-up from that. Where here he said, I'm just coming back on here to say the shaman. Poor Johnny Jacobs. I'm just coming back on here to say this, and right now my mind is blown. I just got a few minutes ago that people are thinking that I got paid by the Millers to tell my story of what happened, and I will assure you that is not true. I'm very upset by this, but I've just got to let that go because I understand that people are thinking this, are just trying to figure what happened, and as I and everyone are. So I will say, this is just someone out fishing on my boat that day. Heard a cry, gunshot, then no cry. That's all I know. Then the law told me, I guess law enforcement, right? The law told me that she had committed suicide. That's all I know. Now, rather this JP Miller done this or had done something or had something to do with it, I have no idea. Only thing I could say, God knows, I've never condemned this man for doing this. Don't even know the man, but all I know is from what I've been seeing and hearing, if it's true, he's had a bad day. Okay, interesting. Life will be better said, his text sounds like he's threatening to disclose something about her. This could have forced her to this action. Right? That email, it does sound like it, right? Like all the things I found out about you. I wonder what... You know how terrible it must have felt for Mica to get away from him because she finally moved out and everything in February, around there. She got rebaptized in March. It was her birthday in March, and he obviously sent her some kind of gift basket or something then, because he's like, oh, well, it's supposed to last till your birthday, right? But just think about how isolated she must have felt at the time, because since she was 14 or so, she was part of the church, that Solid Rock Church, because that's where she met him, right? She was part of the youth group there. So for like, let's say 15 years, she was part of that church. That's her community. She knew and loved everyone. On those videos we saw on her Facebook page, she was talking about, I love and miss you all. I can't wait to worship with you again. But the thing is, to get away from him, she had to leave the entire congregation. She joined another church. She got rebaptized. She tried to start fresh. But it must have been so difficult to be like, damn, I've actually just lost everyone and everything because of that guy, right? Because it's his church. That must have been tough. And then I wouldn't doubt that he'd be spreading information or planting seeds in her mind that everybody thinks you're crazy, or everybody thinks that you cheated, or everybody thinks that, you know what I mean? So if she starts feeling like, damn, like this whole, I'm alone, this whole community doesn't believe me, is not understanding the situation. Maybe some even sent her emails saying like, you're sinning for getting divorced, or you shouldn't be doing this, or whatever it is, you know? All of that can add to it. It's just horrible, right? Phoebe says, unfortunately, she may have seen no way out. He was a monster. He's still very suspect to me. Right? Thank you so much, Phoebe. I really appreciate it. It's just absolutely terrible. Carla said, why do I get Daybell Vallow vibes with that crazy mess involved? The world's better with you in it. Ask for help. Mental health isn't shameful. Of course, yes. Also, sorry, there was a sticker earlier that I missed reading out. Somebody was asking, where's the ex-wife? She's around. Somebody had emailed me to say that they were actually there at that sporting event where JP was on the Friday and on the Saturday with his girlfriend. And the ex-wife was also there. And they said that that day, on Friday, that's the day before Mica died, he bought everybody dinner. Like, they thought it's a little weird because he was so happy. He took everyone to Olive Garden, apparently. All the parents, everyone there. What was he celebrating? You know? And his girlfriend was there. And the ex-wife was apparently there. So she's still around. But I mean, obviously, we don't want to like put her name out there and everything because she managed to escape him. And there's domestic violence charges, you know, from that relationship. Terrible things that he allegedly did to her. And lots of cheating, clearly. Okay. I'm just seeing what you guys are saying as well. Oh my word. So, I hope that you guys are okay. This is a very, very upsetting, disturbing, heavy case. You know what I feel so sad about as well is that Mica was so excited to go back to Kenya. She actually shipped some of her personal items there. You know, and even the thought of that, the hope of that, well, I can't say it didn't keep her alive. Based on what they are saying, suicide, it didn't keep her alive, which is just so sad, right? Because that was her happy place. But if you read that email, like we just read, that JP said, like, I'm enjoying all the trips to Africa, and we're planning this and this, and all that shit, that would have destroyed her. That's too much, man. JVJ, thank you so much. Okay, so let's see what happens next. There is a GoFundMe link that the family has. I'll put it in the description box. They say that the fight continues, and I understand because they're going to need lawyers, in my opinion. You know, I think they're going to need some legal assistance, and I hope they get really good lawyers and maybe even a second opinion, another autopsy. I don't know. But it's just at some point as well, I just feel like, yeah, sometimes a lot of situations can happen at the same time where it's like, damn, he really is the reddest flag in the entire room. It doesn't mean that he did it necessarily. It doesn't mean he pulled the trigger. It doesn't also have to mean that he paid someone to do it, although that's still plausible in my opinion, but you never know. It sounds to me like it looks like what the police are saying and what they're showing us, she went there by herself. The point is, though, he could be a complete scumbag and have contributed to all this, and she could have chosen to do this herself. It's just so terrible. What a terrible loss. What a beautiful person with her whole life ahead of her because she was only 30 years old. Man, Monica said, did she have her own kids or were they his kids? She didn't have kids. They were his kids. And he has 5 kids, and 1 was actually from another mother, and 4 are from his first wife. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. I think I've shown you everything I can show you for now. You know, that's about it for today. I think we've seen a lot. So that was the Robeson County Sheriff's Office update, the photos, the 911 call, which is just so heartbreaking, and strange circumstances still, where Mica is smiling, buying the gun. If one had to say, okay, this is suicide. All right, well, and she's smiling like that. Maybe she was like, I'm finally going to be free from this guy. Because he's that bad. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't doubt that he's that bad. Wow. Janet says, don't take someone else's crap. Grizzly up. You have a loving sleuth here. Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all again very soon. If you didn't see my live stream from earlier, go check it out. Because that case, it's yet another divorce, estranged husband. And he traveled all the way from Florida to Spain. Not even there. To Istanbul, Turkey, then to Serbia, then to Spain to kidnap his wife. She's never been found. He walked out with a suitcase and that's it. That case is insane. So go and check that out if you haven't seen that yet. All right, everyone. I'll see you again very soon. Stay safe and make sure you do something nice, okay? Watch a comedy or something after this because this case is very heavy. Okay, bye, everyone.